YouTube. Oh my God. Can we talk about the Karens of the world? And I'm trying to come up with a clever name for the dudes. The name would be Bob. We've been in Washington now for a while. It seems like we've been in Washington for, actually, I think we've been here for like a week. But the four-wheel drivers of Washington State, please, 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 down the mountains. Honestly, it is the most annoying thing in the world. Not to mention, it's really fucking dangerous. So, Karen is a joke. I don't know. I actually don't even fucking know anybody named Karen. But every bitch in a Subaru, a Volvo, one of those little SUVs, is not quite an SUV, more just like a SU, and the minivans. Oh my God. Let me help you out a little bit, okay? So when you're coming on the on-ramp, I know a lot of you have had your license to drive your four-wheeled cars for many, many years. So let's backtrack a little, okay? And we're gonna have a listen on how to drive in the real world with real 18-wheelers. Good evening. Hello, Eileen. Hope I am saying that right. So if you're getting on the highway, right? You're coming off the frontage. If you're old school like me, we call it the feeder. So you're getting on the freeway. Yay! I said your name right. That makes me happy. So you're getting on the freeway, on the on-ramp. The speed limit on the highway is usually going to be between 55 and 80, depending on what state you're in, if you're in city limits, or if you're in country roads, if you're an 18-wheeler, or if you're a car, okay? In Washington, some parts are 55 for us trucks. For the most part, it is 60. And it goes from 70 to 80 for all the rest of the drivers. You're coming off of wherever you've been, shopping, Taco Bell, McDonald's, wherever the hell you've been, and you're trying to get onto the highway. Here's what you should not do. You should not avoid the big triangle. It's red and white, and it says yield. You should fucking yield, first of all. Then, once you make the decision that you are going to get onto the freeway, you have committed. I need you to stay committed. Like, if you're going to roll your car, follow through with that shit. And if you're going to get onto the freeway with people going, let's just say an average of 60 miles an hour, you may want to be doing more than, 20. So, there's so many people that when they see us 18-wheelers, they really get intimidated. And I get it. We're heavy. Sometimes you don't know how heavy we are. Sometimes we're light and we can stop. But for the most part, we're heavy, we're loaded. And when y'all are the worst, the Karens of the world, I promise, I'm not doing this to make fun. I'm not doing it to be silly. It's always the bitches that look like Karen. Google Karen. That's the bitch that gets on the ramp. The one that's bitching at Walmart, she probably just came from Walmart and now she's trying to get on the highway. They get on, look like they're going to shoot onto the highway like a smart, intelligent, educated, trained driver would. They see me coming, or any other 18-wheeler, and they decide to slow the fuck down. Okay, so now we are told we don't stop. If we start slowing down, we can cause accidents behind us. We're supposed to maintain our speed. You're supposed to yield to us. That is facts. The problem is, a lot of y'all either one, don't yield, and you just kind of make it up as you go. I'm not just saying this happens to me, this happens to truck drivers, and I'm just going to come out and address it. If you're watching trucker channels thinking about coming, my sister used to have this thing when the trucks were coming on the on-ramp, she would go real slow and like kind of like inch over towards them. I'm like, hey, I'm in the passenger seat, what the fuck are you doing? She's like, oh, I'm about to get paid. No, bitch, if you get hit by that 18-wheeler on purpose, the only person that's going to spend your money, Karen's plans are, is to try to get paid by getting hit by one of these 18-wheelers. But I got to tell you, here in Washington State, it is the worst. Now, commit. First of all, let's yield, because that's what the sign is there for, okay? We're already in motion. Not just 18-wheelers. Everybody in the highways are already in motions. In motion. Hey, Michael Carter. Everybody's in motion. You yield to us. And once you make that commitment, you are going to enter the traffic. You need to enter with the flow of the traffic. You need to come on and get in there. Don't go really fast, then commit, okay? We're going to adjust if we have to. But for the most part, if you see an 18-wheeler coming, slow the fuck down and wait for us to pass you. Because if we start slowing down, then we run the chance of getting rear-ended. It's a whole thing. We have to worry about traffic all the way around us. You only have to worry about getting on your one little lane and getting over into traffic, okay? So, next problem. I understand that Washington State, like most other states, due to budgets and road issues and stuff like that, you stay in the right-hand lane and you only drive in the left lane if you have to pass somebody. I get that. Now, having said that, why do motherfuckers get right in front of our trucks? Right in front. So here is a word of advice. They are so scary. Like, I am just like, bitch, get your ass moving. I just gotten to the point where if I see anybody, whether it's Karen, Bob, Tom, Dick, or Harry, I just stay in the middle lane as much as possible. But I have been so fucking heavy. Like, we've literally been pushing 77 to 80,000 pounds to the max these last few weeks. I mean, this last few days here in Washington, going up Snoqualmie, and going all the way up to Spokane. Like, it is Missouri. Don't even get me started with Missouri. We were there that was where we went when I first came out last week. Oh my God. I just think that I literally scream at the cars from my truck. I'm just like, what are you doing? So tell your four-wheel driving friends, hey, don't pull out in front of truck drivers. They cannot fucking stop as fast as you can. They will kill you. We really try our hardest. Today, my brakes were actually fucking smoking. Luckily, we were close to the terminal. Thank you. And we got here, and this other guy, I was dropping the load, and this guy was like, oh man, your brakes. See that happen a lot. Yeah, especially coming down a mountain, and we're already heavy. So gravity is a thing, right? So I got this huge ass fucking trailer. It is forcing me down. Have the jakes all the way down, and you have to use your engine brakes to slow down the engine. Just so y'all know, Jake brakes are not actual brakes. They just really muffle the engine. That's the idiot-proof way of saying that. They're not an actual braking mechanism. It just kind of suppresses the power of the engine. So, at some point, you have to put your engine brake to actually slow the engine down so the jakes don't have to work as hard. When you're coming down the mountain and you have fucking Karen get right in front of you. First of all, owner-operators probably don't deal with this as much because their trucks aren't super smart like these are. They don't have these tattletaling cameras that, anybody that gets within a couple of feet in front of you, the truck starts doing its own jam. And the cameras come on, and they want to make sure that we're responding, and I get it. I love the camera system. I think it's perfect for incidences like this. And they get right in front of you. Here's the problem with that. Can I slow my vehicle down? I see you coming. I already see you coming. Yes, I can slow my vehicle down, but one, you're pissing me off because you're fucking up my time to get where I gotta go. You're messing up a lot of issues with the fuel. You're costing Swift a lot more fuel. It's not just Swift. This is all truck driving. We constantly have to put on the brake because there's this thing kind of like social distancing. So this might make sense to a lot of people right now. Just like social distancing, our trucks have to maintain a certain distance, a following distance from the vehicle in front of us, whether it be a truck or a car, a motorcycle, whatever the case may be. So when you get right in front of an 18-wheeler, the truck, if it's smart like ours are, it automatically tells you, hey, slow down. Sometimes it'll slow it down on its own. It wants you to maintain that 4 seconds to whatever distance, depending on, there's a mathematical equation, however fast you're going, what the conditions are, all of this stuff. The distance that needs to be between you and the car in front of you. So, when Karen decides that she wants to get in the right-hand lane because the state said, oh, I lost connection. Okay, I think it's working again. Yes, sorry about that. Wi-Fi in the mountains, go figure. So anyways, as I was saying, just because you pass me and you can see the nose of my truck in your mirror doesn't mean that it's safe for you to get in front of me. Okay? You need to be up. You need to see some car lengths between you and I. It's dangerous. It is so fucking dangerous. And then if I have to put my brakes on, dun, da, 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 da. Yes. So I did that today. Actually, I was going. Some of the time I actually had to go 25 because we were going. It took me through. Sometimes this Qualcomm system takes you through some country ass roads. My son is on the truck with me and he was like, Mom, just hit him. It's points. I'm like, ugh. Sometimes.
That, man. They're gonna think I'm like a serial killer.
Sometimes I'm like, maybe. But no, in all honesty, sometimes today I'm going 25 down because it had me in some weird country road. There was like meat packaging farms, cows for days, 1-lane road both ways. And whatever misogynistic asshole made that street, it was like not just normal curves coming down the mountain, but like sharp fucking curves and turns. And today we were right at 80,000 pounds. So yeah, I was going pretty slow. And on those points, I don't really jake because it's pointless at that point. So I just slow the fuck down. And then you got the people that are going around you. That's cool. We're not supposed to, tell people, oh, hey, go around. They figure it out. And almost seen a lot of head-on collisions today. We saw 3 fucking wrecks today. That's how bad it was. And I said, you know what? I'm going to come on here and just ask everybody to please, if you're a truck driver, please inform your 4-wheel driving buddies, friends, and especially your family. There are certain things that we know as truck drivers, the distancing, the stopping time, all of these things, how to get on and off, the exit ramps and entrance ramps, the 4-wheel drivers of the world, I wholeheartedly believe need to take CDL to drive commercial vehicles because these bitches can barely drive their fucking cars. Think that it would be more safe if they understood how our trucks worked. And maybe we could actually get places safer and we could actually get places even more on time and be more efficient. But Washington State is bad. Missouri is bad. Laredo, Texas, the fucking worst. There are certain places. California has the worst fucking traffic I've ever seen in the entire United States. And there's only 6 states that I have not driven through. But you know what? They understand truck driving rules. I don't know if that's part of their learning on, part of the test that they have to take whenever they get their driver's license. But I don't have these problems in California. All I have is the fucking traffic. But stop cutting off. That's what I do. I do that. And I think today I got up to 60 like maybe once or twice. I usually do the whole stay below the 5. If it's well, my truck doesn't go 70, but even in my real life car, so I always stay below the 5 mile an hour below. But today we really weren't rocking more than, I'd say, 50 or 55 most of the day. There was a lot of traffic. There was an overturned vehicle like every other fucking corner. It was insane today. Coming down Snoqualmie and whatever that other word is, Wintauche, whatever. If you're familiar with Washington, up north, we were coming from Spokane or Spoken. I don't know how to say any of these fucking words. I just know where I'm going. So we were coming from the north down here, and it took 7.5 hours. It should have only taken about 5.5. Insanity. And I'm just like, wow, these people. Yeah, luckily I have my son with me, and most of the time I just put on some party music. With quarantine, it's been a while since I've got to go dance. I love going dance, and so I put on my dance music and try to dance in my chair and stay safe. But no, going 55, you feel like you're not fucking moving. You're not going anywhere. And then again, you have Karen and Bob cutting you fucking off. Oh, another thing today, a lot of classic vehicles out. Okay, classic vehicles, I'm a huge fucking fan of vintage vehicles, especially muscle cars. Please do not get on the highway in the middle of the mountain where nobody can fucking see you and go 40. The cop was so pissed. There was a cop behind me, and I was in the left lane because I was passing. He was literally going 40 miles an hour up the mountain. If I weigh 80,000 pounds and I am passing you in your four-wheeled car, you're definitely fucking going too slow. And the cop was even annoyed, and I sped up just a little, just to get around him, because I was like, dude, like, my time is money, and you're just here chilling in your fucking cool truck. But four-wheel drivers need to be informed. I don't have that problem in California. I don't. I think it's weird that they have the worst traffic, but to me, now I will say that California, if you're trying to get on the highway, yeah, they don't give a on. You like literally have to bully your way onto the highway. But as far as cutting off, I never had that problem. At night, something ranch area, Tejano Ranch or something like that. It's up there somewhere. Close to Los Angeles, Fast and Furious. They're probably drunk. They're probably high. And I'm like, wow, I go really slow through there. This is just getting really fucking stupid. And it most of all, it's dangerous. It's really fucking dangerous. Like, and I honestly am tired of getting up to speed. Finally, when you're 80,000 pounds and you're trying to go straight the fuck up to heaven, when you finally get up to speed and you got fucking Karen cutting you off, and then you have to slow down, and then I really don't slow down if I see that they're going fast. I don't put on my brakes. If they're gonna, trajectory is going to push them further ahead and they're going around me because I'm slower than them, I'm cool with it. And my distance warning doesn't come on or anything. As long as they are progressively getting further away from me, my truck doesn't say anything. But the ones that get in front of me and go like only 5 miles more an hour than me, and they slow me the fuck down, and then I go around them, and then they speed up to get in front of me, and we do this the whole fucking way, it's exhausting. So, we have been here in Washington because, yes, I fucking hate that race. I'm just like, who are you racing? Obviously, you're gonna fucking beat me. Like, we have So when I get to certain areas, because of the way that I really like to drive, my terminal manager actually used to be the terminal manager up here, and got up here, they were like, oh, we need, a lot of Costco drivers, and he surged me into Costco. The problem that I'm having with that, yes, so a couple of videos back, we actually 3 p.m. What did you do?
I got a tan line from my Band-Aid.
Oh. I normally like to get up at 4, start rolling at 5, and I'm done by 3. We did that, and then we had to turn around and go to sleep and get up that night and drive, and we've been driving throughout the night the whole time. I prefer driving at night because there's nobody on the road, and this rat race is not even an issue. But with my son on the truck, the 4 a.m. getting up early and
That's
finishing,
not a problem with me.
yeah, getting done early and having more time to do stuff throughout the day is better for us. But
I hate staying up at night.
we're a little over the whole Washington thing, and I'm going to tell
I'd
you,
rather do a full 48 hours of straight driving just to get out of Washington.
he's over
I'm with
Washington.
Washington.
The fucking drivers here are just, and my thing is, we're in quarantine right now. Where the fuck is everyone going? Like, where are you really going? We were stuck in 2-hour traffic, day before yesterday, on Friday. So it was Friday or Saturday, all the days run together. We were stuck in 2-hour traffic, going up north, all the jet skis and this and that, and I'm like, there's a pandemic going on. I guess they didn't get the fucking memo. I haven't seen one mask. Swift people are real good. We all have our masks. They're sanitizing stations everywhere. Life is great. But outside of this truck, people are just living their best fucking
They
life.
have Germex in the porta potties.
Yes. And yeah, so if you come up to Sumner, Washington Terminal, it's under construction. Be prepared for that. He said, where you been? Quarantine been over. I am a nurse by trade. Quarantine is definitely not over. Actually, a lot of states are fixing to go back on lockdown. Texas, the county that I'm from, is actually talking about going on like Italy style lockdown. They're talking about going on 24/7 lockdown for 3 weeks. That's where I was the last few months. I went back into medicine, and I was in Florida on spring break with my daughter. The day after we got there, the ship with the people that came from Egypt and started spreading it here in the United States, we were there at ground zero. So I was literally in my fucking house virtually, and I lost an aunt to COVID. We lost numerous patients to COVID. It's just so fucking horrible. I was like, you know what? I really miss the road, and just really, it's just my thing. I'm really fucking good at it. It'll always be a passion, but there's just something about this road that just makes my life so fucking complete. Ew, don't cut it.
Don't cut it. What do you mean?
Oh, this fool.
No, we don't talk about it.
Metal fucking seal, and I said, Draven, get your gloves. Draven did not get his gloves. Draven cut his finger.
Very.
But anyways, yes, quarantine is a thing. Apparently not at the river, so, or the lake, or whatever the hell that was. So anyways, we have been doing the Costco thing. The problem with the Costco thing for me personally is I'm having to deal with these ridiculous drivers going up and down the mountain. I love mountain driving. I absolutely love it. I prefer to be in the mountains. It keeps things interesting, keeps me alive. I like it. But Draven's a little over it, which is fine. But we're only driving 290 miles one way. We stop and wait, and we drive 290 miles the next day back, and that's just, it's not for me. I'm an OTR driver. I like taking 2 to 3 days to get where I gotta go, running my fucking clock out, and I miss it. I came, I helped, I conquered, and we're ready to move on. So tomorrow,
We literally had enough time to cook a steak dinner tonight.
yeah, like I enjoy cooking on my truck. So tonight we made steak, and you know, I can't really do that when I'm turning around sleeping at a Costco, and it's not for me. It's just not for me. I love not knowing where I'm going. That's the adventure of it that I like. And just being on the road. I don't want to see the same people at Costco every day. I've been going to the same Costco for the past 4 days and I'm over it. So, tomorrow we will be
We should
moving
get a
on.
lifetime discount. Figure out how much we go there.
Yeah, we've been way too many Costco's. And the Costco distribution center, or at least where they have this stuff, is like literally right next door to this terminal. So I literally come here, pick up an empty, go next door. They're on COVID security, so they don't even care. You don't check in or anything. You literally just drive through. You already know where to dump your empty, and you already know what trailer you're picking up. And that's it. You just go and come. Real easy work. It's not hard. It's just
Annoying.
it's annoyingly repetitive, and
I don't even drive and I get bored.
I'm an over-the-road driver. That's all there is to it. So I tried it. It's not for me. So we're moving on tomorrow. And I'll update y'all then. But please, please, please tell the Karens and Bobs of the world, yo, keep yourself alive. Stop slowing us down. We're trying to get your fucking toilet paper to the fucking store. Whatever the hell is that you need, we can't do it if we're constantly slowing down for you for absolutely no fucking reason. All right? I love you all. I just had to vent and rant because it's just been so much. When it's annoying a 15-year-old child, oh my God, come on. It's too much. And he's like, why? Why do they do this? And I'm like, they don't have a clue. And we're supposed to be the professionals, and we are. And at the end of the day, I think that they know that we're going to do the right thing. And I would like to think that they don't know how fucking annoying they're being and how ridiculously reckless they're being with their livelihood. But share this shit and go tell your people, hey, I'm a truck driver. Please respect my other fellow truck drivers on the road. Like, don't get yourself killed. And it's stressful. It makes our jobs even more stressful. We have enough shit to think about when we're driving and enough stuff to be observing. We don't have time to be playing tag with Karen and Bob. I'm just not into it. And dudes with the vintage cars, mad props to you. I love you. I love what you're doing. But there's car shows for that shit. Keep that shit off the mountains and out of the highway. It's just, that's not the place for it, okay? So, I love you. Y'all have a wonderful evening, and we will see y'all in the next city and state. Good night.